Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Amy with Amy Katz Colors, and in today's video I am going to be sharing my December 2025 completed coloring pages. Today I am also joined by my daughter Katherine, and she's going to be sharing some of her stuff as well. So I hope that you all had a very special holiday, whether that included some vacation or maybe just some downtime, time with friends or family. I hope that that's gone well. Happy New Year. I am still catching up on all of the great content on YouTube and working towards doing a reflections video for 2025. And I hope to get that done next week. So for December, because I was working in advent calendars, I did a little bit more than normal for me. I did a total of 51 pages, which probably is the most for any month in the year of 2025. 33 of those were from one Advent Christmas coloring book in particular. Then there were 17 others, and then I have one pocket mini Advent little book that I'll share with you too, and I'm just counting that as one page, and you'll see why. It's very tiny. It's a 3 by 3. There were 15 different books that I colored in, plus that one miniature book, and only 7 color by number, which is not typical for me. I participated in one community collab, and that was for R.J. Hampson's Winter Wonder. That was hosted by Joe with Piggy Pens. I had 2 buddy colors and one group Instagram project book, and that was out of Cozy Seasons from UCQ. Colored in 4 untouched books. So I'm going to start with my non-color by number first, and then do color by number, and then we'll switch it over to Katherine. Okay, so this is the mini coloring book advent calendar from A Brighter Year, and it is very small. I counted this as 1 page because everything is super tiny and simple, but these are really cute. This is a fun way to incorporate maybe like a little teensy weeny bit of coloring in your day, or if you're on the go or you want to put it in your pocketbook, something like that. I use alcohol markers on this, just straight coloring, and just had to make sure I protected the pages because they're a little thick, but there definitely would be some bleed through if you weren't protecting your pages. I would say my favorite might be like this reef. They're really cute. And this was a gift from a friend of mine. So there you go. The next page, so this is Enchanted Faces, Mermaids, Fairies, and Fantasy pocket-sized coloring book from Hannah Lynn, my first Hannah Lynn. This was also a gift from earlier this year, and I completed 1 page, my first page, and it's this one of the, I think it's called Poinsettia Girl, because these are named. Oh, Poinsettia Pixie. And I based everything with alcohol marker, used a little bit of colored pencil, Prismacolor over top, and stickles on the fairy wings and on her eyelashes. The border is Pentel Sparkle Pop, in the color, it looks like it's a black pen, but it gives this gorgeous red shimmer. So that was a lot of fun. See? I could have done more with it, but I was like, no, this satisfied me good enough, so I liked how it turned out. And I did actually, there's 2 different colors of the poinsettia leaves. Next up, trying to figure out where I'm going to be stacking this stuff. I think it's going to be on the floor. is the Advent Calendar Christmas Coloring Book Bold and Easy Volume 2 from Jeanette Veronica. Now, completed this along with some friends and family. There were a total of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of us. And we all did, the countdown to Christmas. Plus, this one also has bonus pages. Has quite a few. So it's like 15 bonus pages as well. So I did 25 for the countdown, and then I got to do 8 of the bonus pages. So I didn't finish. This is not quite a completed book yet. I am going to film separately. Katherine and I will film separately our Advent portion for the countdown and kind of go in a little bit more detail of what we did. But I'll just go ahead and flip through this really quickly now to give you an idea. I like, I don't normally color in the big, bold, and easy, but I prefer these books for trying out new techniques. Had a lot of fun. I think this is my favorite page in the countdown. Looks like a Lisa Frank inspired. Seven, 8. Really like this one too. It's an all green page. So I like how this was a happy little mistake. I started out doing one thing and it didn't look right, and I ended up going over it with paint pens. Oh, you know what? That wasn't my favorite page. I know what my favorite page is, but that Lisa Frank one is like second. This was my favorite page, and it's the Stranger Things inspired page. Would have been cool if it was day 11, but it was day 17. I added the 11 to the ornament. This is in my Midnight's era inspired color palette. Really like this one. This is the first time I've ever used washi tape for coloring, and actually it was really easy to do. I actually watched like a pretty old video on how to do that. There's a number of videos. I did the sweater technique. And there's the last one. Then you have the bonus pages, the candle. I switched this up to a Halloween theme cake. Dear Santa. Some ornaments. Did the Santa's workshop. I love that. I think this is like 3 colors that I used. I really like how that turned out. Haha. This is my favorite bonus page. You'll have to see what the original looked like. It's a Santa, but this puppy dog that had legs looked so much like Zero because of the nose that I was like, we're gonna transform this to a Nightmare Before Christmas page. So that was the inspiration for that one. I did this one, and that was the last one that I did. So not sure if I'm gonna do the rest of them in January, if I'm just gonna save them till next year. We'll see. One of the advent calendars, because we were working in 2 of them last year, that I hadn't finished, is this one here, Cute Christmas Advent Calendar Bold and Easy from Gumbo. And I had the even pages and Katherine had the odd pages. There were some that I didn't get to do. Katherine, you still have to do 2. So here's 18. Oops, I'm trying to save. By the way, these page stickers, I have a ton of page flags. I was collecting them at one point, like just different versions, but these are the ones from Dollar Tree, and I find that I like them a lot. They don't mess up the page, and you can reuse them. Like, they don't feel super sticky, but they stick well enough that you can actually reuse them. So I've been saving them. So here I did page 18. It's alcohol marker and crayon for the sky, because that was a bigger space. That one was from last year. I did day 20. The old Christmas tale. The background, the sky is acrylic paint pen, black. I did 22, Christmas nap. And to create like a little effect here with the light, I just did some stamping ink with a small applicator sponge brush or makeup brush. And then the fourth one I did in here was day 24, night before Christmas. And again, went with the black acrylic paint marker in the background. I have an Ohuhu one that's like a gigantic, has like a big nib on it that I use for that. I was fortunate enough to participate in the community collab hosted by Joe. Now, if you have not seen this video, you should go watch it. I will link in the description. It's beautifully done. And Joe, thank you so much. I know that that took a tremendous amount of like work to organize and structure everything, but then just the video is so beautifully done. Like the editing is fantastic. It's unlike anything I'd ever done. But basically, for those who wanted to participate, we were randomly assigned a page. Both the first half and the duplicates were completed along with all of the like little page breaks and intro pages, and then it was shared with RJ, and he has watched and he has responded to it. Was very thankful for that. But the work in that is just phenomenal. So I got, this is the first page that I've done in here and the only one that I've done so far. I got the first Snow Elf Queen, which was this page, and I had a really hard time deciding what I wanted to do with this page. Let me zoom out a little touch. I knew I wanted to do a limited color palette, and so I just started to choose a few colors. I think I did find an inspiration palette from Pinterest, and it didn't look exactly like this because I think the pinks were a little different, because for me, alcohol markers, I have a hard time finding the right pinks. But it was basically something like this, and it didn't really actually have much blue in it. But after I finished it, I was like, it totally looks like the color palette on his cover for Serendipity to me. But anyway, which is a good color palette. I like that a lot. So alcohol marker base. I did some stamping in the background with the snowflakes, 2 different snowflake stamps, pencil over top with Prismacolor, and there is some glitter gel pen, not a whole lot on this page, but I really, for it being sort of simple, I like how it turned out. So that was a lot of fun, and this book is amazing. I'm going to continue coloring into it because it's not all Christmas in January. This is definitely still wintertime. Did a buddy color with Jennifer from Tolji Woods coloring, and this book, Seasons Creeping's coloring, illustrated by Lydia Jean. This was a kind of a sort of a little different spin on a buddy color that she suggested that we complete any page in the book, in this book, using the featured December color palette from Amanda Colors, which I'll try to find and pop up on the screen. It was very fun, bold, bright, not bold, bright colors. And let me show you my page first. It's kind of on the simpler side-ish. And there's this book, super cute because I'm a huge fan of both Christmas and Halloween. Has some pages like this, and it has some that are also a little more detailed. But because of the bright, fun colors, I was drawn to this page because it just looked like a party was happening, or even like a New Year's thing going on. But I really enjoyed the process of coloring in here, and unfortunately I wasn't able to do any more pages. I'm thinking about it for January for sure. But just to kind of show you, these are all single-sided. Like this one is more of a scene and it's a little bit more detailed. But I like that about this book, that some of them are pretty detailed. That one's pretty detailed, and then you get some that are not as. So it's cool. It's like a good variety. Let me show you Jennifer's page. It's gorgeous. I love the green that she chose. that was a part of the palette, and the different color greens on the reef. This page is so fun. And I love how she incorporated the colors from the palette onto hers. I think it turned out fantastic. So thank you, Jennifer, for reaching out on this book to buddy with me. Such a fan of her channel. If you guys haven't, guys and gals, haven't checked her out already, definitely recommend, and I will put a link in the description. The next buddy color that I completed was with Chelsea Biggity from Instagram and Matchstick Mouse, a Christmas coloring book. We had done one in November, and then we did a second in December, and it was of this page here with Matchstick carrying a large sack of what I would assume to be some Christmas presents, and I went with kind of just traditional colors here using alcohol marker. I did a little teeny weeny bit of colored pencil. Tried to do a little bit of textured look using alcohol markers on the snow with like some dots and stuff, different colors. It might be hard to see that, but it was a lot of fun. And then I did my little stamping around the page with the snowflake stamp. Let me show you Chelsea's. I love Chelsea's. She went to town with the snow, and it looks so cool. There's a lot of snow on the page. I like her colors are different. Her choice of colors are really cool. So thanks again, Chelsea, for participating in a buddy color with me again. I love these Morgan O'Brien books. Are amazing. Okay. Another Halloween and Christmas crossover is Spooky Muss from Steph Mortimer. Oh, wrong direction. Let's go this way. I completed one from this book in December, and it's like some coffee cups or not teacups. Boba tea. Yeah, thank you. And the candy cane hearts. Just alcohol marker, straight coloring, and some white. I've been using the Panda Fly white. I love it, to do a little bit of highlighting. And I think it's super cute. This book is a lot of fun. So that's Spooky Muss Holiday Mandalas Coloring Book from Steph Mortimer. Project book on Instagram that is being hosted by Lauren with Low Colors is Cozy Seasons from Yusiku. This book is adorable, and I've loved every page that I've done in here. For the month of December, we vote on the page, and we the pick was this one here with the bunny and the kitty decorating the tree. I really had no idea what I wanted to do, so a safe place for me is pastels if I'm not sure what I want to do. So I just picked a few. I really wanted to stick with green and pink. This is kind of looking kind of orangey-ish. It's like an orangey pink. And there's even an orangey, sorry, not orange, a green gray here. But I like how it turned out. But just kind of simple. I'm going to show you everybody else's pages for the month of December. Fantastic talent in this group. Just blows me away. I try actually not to pay super close attention to people's pages when they start posting them, just because I want to try to come up with my own like thing, and not be super influenced on what everybody else is doing, but it's hard. But everybody is so super nice and complimentary in that group, and it's really cool. I didn't get to do November, so I'm glad I got to do this one, and maybe I'll catch back up, maybe not, we'll see. But we started this back in July, I think, when the book came out. So that's Cozy Seasons. And now we've got my 7 color by number books, or pages and books, right? Because it's one in each book. Cupcake Sweet Treats color by number from Sachin. I have just 5 pages left to do in here, so I'm definitely gonna get that done probably in January. I'm gonna try to challenge myself with that because it wouldn't be too bad. And I did this first page here with the Cupcake House or Candy House. just alcohol marker and a white paint pen for highlights. Love this book, and I'm gonna treat myself with another one of his books once I get this one finished. Did one in Cute-tastic color by number, bold and high detailed, from 5 Ideas Publishing, and it was this one here with Santa and the Christmas tree. Tried to find, you know, Christmas related pages in my books that weren't specifically Christmas. This one's really fun, this book. From Sachin Sachdeva is Cozy Corner, super cute color by number. I found that there was one Christmas page in here. I love this one. Turned out really cute, just all alcohol marker and a white highlight. In 100 Best Adult Color by Numbers from Sun Life Drawing. Let me zoom out a little bit because these are bigger books. I did one, and it's this page from Christmas Mandala 2019, and it's like rainbow colors, and they're all just like different little shapes. Here's the book right here that it's from originally. This is a compilation book. We've done a lot of pages in there. From Pixel Colorist, is that what? Yeah, Pixel Colorist. 100 color by number mysteries with the black backgrounds. I did one. I did not do it randomly this time. I wanted to pick one that fit the season. So this was number 61, a tree. Snowy looking tree with just 4 colors. That was cool. In the Care Bears color by number from Hatchet Little Heroes, I did find that there was one Christmas page, number 44. This was a lot of fun. I used, I think, all but one of these was a guangna, I think. Or they might have all been guangna acrylic paint pens. This is pretty quick. This book is on the simpler side when it comes to these, and they are single-sided. But I do like how they have the page where you can test out to match the colors. That came in handy. I really like that. Okay, so last but not least is a third buddy color, actually. This was with Tiffany Color 79 on Instagram, but she also has a YouTube channel. And we connected from, there's also like a stained glass group. Actually, there's a few different groups now on Instagram doing the Disney color by numbers. But there was a group of us, and we still are working through Stained Glass Tomb 2. Tiffany reached out. We decided to do a page out of princesses, and appropriate for December, we completed this page of Belle holding a little Christmas package. A lot of reds on this one, a lot of reds and pinky reds. So finding the colors was probably just the hardest part. Now, I know that people post like color matches for pages, but that's actually part of the fun for me, is to see what colors match up from what mediums, because I use Guangna, Langueo, Tuliar, and Ohuhu acrylic paint. And actually for this page, I'd say it's a pretty healthy mixture of those to get all the colors that I needed. But yeah, so I don't mind like trying to figure that part out, trying to match the colors. So I really like how this one turned out. It's a little bit more detail in princesses. I'm gonna show you Tiffany's page. Her page turned out lovely as well. I'm having so much fun coloring in these books, and I appreciate all of the buddies and groups that have come about coloring in this community. So thank you, Tiffany, for coloring with me. And if you have not already, check out her Instagram and YouTube channel. So that does it for me for December.
These are my books, and I don't have as many as her, but first I have Coco Wayo Little Cuddles Cute and Comfy Coloring Book, and I got this one for Christmas as a gift. I just lost the page. Well, here's a page. I used alcohol markers and pencil, and they're at a little barn. Okay, this is the one. They are at a hair salon and getting a bowl cut. I also just used alcohol markers and pencils for like the whole book. This one, there's an science experiment.
Sorry.
And they exploded it. And this one, she is sad because she's watching something. And then there's a little kitty trying to give her chips.
Oh, let's just make sure you're in frame there. There we go. All good. You're good.
And most of the alcohol markers I did for it was these Bobby Goods Ahoo-Hoo alcohol markers. And they are very cute, and I like them a lot. Yeah. And then next I have this psychedelic Bold and Easy coloring book. I used some sparkle markers. I tried to use it. They're like a little sparkly. And then, yeah, I used the same markers for this other page. It's like a little sparkle. I don't know if you can see it. Then this is my Advent book. I only did some of the pages in the back, but I did do all of them in the front. Three, four. I think I just used alcohol markers for most of it. Maybe some little areas I didn't. Like this is stamp pad. That is like watercolor crayon thing. Didn't really work that good, so is that. That is pencil. Pencil. And then the ones in the back, I did this one. I did this little mouse and a teacup. I did the little nutcrackers. And I did the lamp, and it's a little thing. It's a living fire, the face. And now
I'll zoom out a little bit. So, oop, that's always go backwards. All right, there we go.
And next I have Pokemon Color by Number by Hatchet Heroes book. And I used paint markers for this whole thing. It's a little guy.
Togepi?
I don't know. And he's in a flower field, and he just looks happy. And then I have one more page in my cat book.
Yeah.
I just lost the page. The Siamese cats. And they're, I don't know, they look creepy. That's all my books.
All right, thanks, Catherine. So that's gonna do it for this video. I did go back and correct myself. There's always at least one of the things that I get wrong. So it's 3 buddies, but it doesn't change the totals here of anything. I did complete my Excel coloring book tracker spreadsheet, so that's definitely gonna help me going into this new year. Keep better track of the books that I have and the progress that I'm making in them and that sort of thing, the ones that are untouched. So I'm looking forward to that. I think it's a good way to visualize for me, because I can group them too in different ways and look at the information. So that's pretty excited. I've been meaning to do that for a while. I started it like several months ago and never finished it. So I hope that you will enjoy your January and we'll get lots of coloring done, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.